enough because at the, are you familiar with the, what is it called? The emotional scale?
No, talk to me about that, please.
Oh yeah, so there is somebody has somebody smarter than me has built this emotional scale, which maps out all of the positive emotions and all of the negative emotions. And the gateway to the positive emotions is optimism and hopefulness. So that's how I keep myself happy all the time, is I'm always optimistic that the situation can get better.
No, see, that's exactly how I live my life too, because for every situation, there always is solutions. And the question is, how do I get out of it? I don't asking the question why I'm in it.
And what question do you ask?
No, I mean for any situations, I will asking the critical question in order for me to find the solutions for whatever the situation that I'm in. Because see, I just don't want just to look up there and just stare at the guy up there and I said, why me? And if I say that, I will hear the booming voice coming from up there and said, if not you, then who?
Yeah. Excellent.
And I think that he equipped me enough that to handle the situation. So I never once pray for that I have no problem. I just pray for I have the strength to conquer the problem.
Excellent. That's my prayer, is always for being able to perform well.
Yes, not minimize my problem. Just for me.
No, exactly. Just being able to deal with what comes at me.
That's correct.
I really like that.
Can I get Ha to speak a little louder?
Can we turn up Ha's volume?
A little louder.
I don't know if I can turn her up. I'm trying to turn you up, Ha.
Okay. So what
your mic might be. Put the mic a little closer to your mouth, maybe.
Okay.
There we go. Hey. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hi, Ha. Welcome.
This is Sandy.
I'm Sandy.
Yeah,
tell me, who is the host of the show right now?
That's better.
Okay.
I'm Robert.
So tell me, Robert, tell me a little bit about you.
A little bit about me. All my background is a little bit in. I started out as a farmer back in the day, probably 30 years of my life. Yes. So I went, then I went to California and started an advertising agency in '92, and been in advertising and design for all the way up till now. Mostly just professionals, helping them out, and turning them. That's been most of my life, the last 20 years anyway.
That's great. That's great.
So now I'm here helping Stephen and graduating myself into the happiness world of feeling and being that happy guy each and every day that actually inspires and breaks through people to the other side, to the paradise.
Yes.
Stephen, by the way, I appreciate what you...
So someone...
Yeah, Stephen has really...
Someone, I heard someone said that fake it until you make it. But I think that... see, my philosophy, not fake it until I make it. I fake it until I become it.
Very nice.
Yeah. Because of my journey, you're talking about from Deep Valley to the high peak of the mountain.
Peak. Yeah,
the peak of the mountain. And that's what I learned. That's a matter of how you look at things.
Yes, exactly. The inner world is much more important than the outer world. The invisible world drives the visible world.
Right.
And so most people are focused on what they can see.
Right.
without understanding that how they feel is actually driving them either to act or to not act. And action is what creates new results.
That was a great question.
Yeah, I like that because, when you act, that means you have the decision to make. That's how
Yes.
you act.
And decisions, I think, are one of our biggest
To get
human
yourself in a
powers.
situation that somebody put your button, and I tried. If for anything at all, I will stop and breathe and think about it because I will not allow anybody to push the button. That's how I should react.
Exactly. Nobody pushes my
Yeah.
buttons.
No.
Except my happy button. They're welcome to push that one.
Yeah.
So I'm graduating from this advertising guy that I was in the past to a happy guy.
A happy advertising guy. You didn't know that all those years you were farming happiness and it's just sprouting now.
So
That's quite
honestly,
a journey. That's quite a journey.
it is.
I didn't tell you that,
From
Robert, but I've done some farming as well.
Oh, you're a farmer?
Well, one of my grandfathers was a farmer. So I spent a lot of time there when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can see you in suspenders.
Even we are doing business today. We actually we are doing the farming too, because for anything at all, you have to cultivate the soil, and then you start to plant the seed.
Oh, yeah, and then you have to nurture
and
it.
then when you were harvesting that, but because you just cannot expecting to walk into harvesting without have to do the hard work. From cultivating to plant the seed.
Nice metaphor, huh? I really like it. Thank you.
That's a great metaphor.
I think Stephen Covey talks about that, The law of the farm.
Oh, I know that he said a lot of things, but what I learned a lot is from my late father, and my father was a great philosopher.
Excellent.
And I learned by his words.
Nice. I would like to talk to your father.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Robert, no, my father passed away a few years ago at
Sorry to hear that.
99. Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear you're carrying on his legacy.
Oh, most definitely, because I'm definitely my father's daughter.
Nice.
Yeah, and I honor my father by living my life every day as, according to his words.
That's powerful. That is very powerful.
Yeah, nice. What a pleasure it is to get to know you.
Yes. How do you help businesses?
How do I help businesses? The way I work with people, that I will asking them what they want, and most definitely that when I meet them where they at, and I'm a good listener. I will listen to them carefully, and I will asking them what is the definition of success, or whatever the journey that they want to reach. And from that point, that I will do the reverse engineering. I will talk with them, and then we'll do dice and slice, and we will just build the track to run on. And and then my goal, my job as a coach is I pretty much hold them accountable to what they told me that what they're going to do, and it's important to me that those people have the plan, and then they make the commitment, and I hold them to that. Because if you don't have your commitment, you don't have your desire, I don't want to work with you. Because you in no-win situation. You take people money, but you cannot deliver the progress. Because you can help them, but you cannot want for them. They have
True.
to want it for themselves.
Yeah,
They
nice.
have to want it for themselves.
Well said.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also have a business model for happiness.
Okay, tell me.
And I coach people in this as well. I call it the 5 R's that will take your business to the stars. So,
Okay.
so the first R is the reason. And most people in business think they're in business to make money, but I say that's not true. I say the reason that we're in business is to help people solve their problems. And so when we focus on that and we know whose problem and what problem we're trying to solve, then we can actually get to know that problem better than the person themselves knows it. And then we can provide better and better solutions when we start to think of it that way. If we only think of it as money, then what we do is we chase them for money, trying to convince them that what we have is right for them. But if we really focus on solving their problem, then we can get them chasing us for better and better solutions because they know we understand them so well. And this is the real reason for business. So this is the main thing on the reasons why we're doing business, is to keep that focus on where we are. So that's the first R. Then the second R is resources. And most businesses are only thinking about resources in terms of time and money and sometimes people. But there are many more resources that are equally important. And they have resources, time and money, mostly money, as their primary aim. They think that's their reason, and that's not the right reason. So what the resources actually do, they're the ground that we walk on, because resources are what allow us to perform. So we can tell whether we're focused on the right reasons by the resources that are coming to us. And our resources include our own energy, they include the relationships that we have. And these are all critically important to productivity. And then there's 2 other things that we want to manage. We want to manage relations and resources. And these are interrelated. Relations are really important, and mostly they think of relations as customer relations, but that's only one of the relations, because you have relations with your customers, you have relations with your peers, you have relations with your superiors, you have relations with your underlings, you have relations with your suppliers, and you have relations with other departments that you work with. And all of those relations matter immensely, because the better you relate with them, the better you understand each other, the more you can help them out at no cost to you and avoid getting in their way at no cost to you. If you don't know how they work, you can do things inadvertently that get in their way. But if you know how they work, you can do little things that make it better for them that cost you nothing. So this way, the relations between departments is also critically important. And then your relations at home matter to the work environment. Because if you come to work and you're all stressed out at home, then you're not all there. So they should be supporting you having a good home relationship as well. It shouldn't be in competition like it is in most places. So when we get everything working in harmony like this, everything is working a whole lot better. Everybody is operating at a higher level. And what is happening then is productivity is really, really growing because engagement is growing. And then, so we're managing the resources and the relations. These are the things that we really pay attention to. And how do we manage them? We manage them with the fifth R, which is routines. So we want to put routines in place. Why do we want to put routines in place? Well, first of all, routines provide consistent quality of service. Second of all, they make for really easy, quick training. Third of all, they make it easy to make precision changes for the better and to make those standardized across the company, because you have it documented and you know what's going on and you can see what's working and what's not working. So these routines really work out well in many, many ways. And they are also a piece of overall efficiency, because you don't have to figure it out every time, or you don't forget things and then go back to it. So all of this together brings you to a better place where you're really serving your clients. You have raving fans for clients who are just dying for your next development in your products and services. That is bringing the resources to you. You have the relations going in the company and around the company that is making for harmonious, effective efficiency. And your routines are making for continuous improvement and easy training. And this is how your business goes to the stars.
Thank you.
Do you like it?
Yes. Yes.
Can you give us some feedback on what you heard there, and what you thought of it?
Stephen have the structure in the 5R that
So structure, good. So you enjoyed that because there was content there that you could actually bite into.
Yes. But there is a different school of thought, because I would just like Stephen, I certainly would like to understand the situation and the person, and the reason that Stephen said that we can know better about their problem than they do, because we are the outsider. We can look in, we can be more objective. They look into the situations.
Yeah.
But I like that. But I would make some recommendations, and I want them to look into it and to do the inventory of their talent, their gift. And that is when Stephen talking about resources, that what they have, and they work with it. And sometimes is people might not want to hear the true fact. They want you to give them some hope and some promise. We cannot hope. We can hope for them, but we cannot promise, because the progress have to be likely depend on them. Because we can we can give them tools, but if they don't use it, or just like if we can give some suggestions, and then if they don't implement it, somebody can say yes to them to death, and sometimes people come to you, they almost like want you to do it for them, but no. This is a hard work. They have to commit it. And because without commitment, they will not go anywhere. And if they don't have the desire, the deep desire, if they don't want badly enough, they won't work hard enough to get it. And the reason I'm saying that, not because I'm no better, but because where I come in from, I came from Vietnam.
You're cut off there.
Oh, your mic is.
Oh my goodness, we were right there.
Your tier mic, my sweetheart. It's actually yours.
And just as we were getting to the punchline.
Yes.
That was excellent, though. I'm really enjoying talking to her, Ha.
Definitely, yeah. She was East Coast, right?
Massachusetts.
It was Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Wow. It was very, very insightful.
Yeah.
If she can get herself back on, that would be really
That would be really good. Sandy, I didn't hear where that she said she came from anywhere. Did you, Robert?
Mom.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear?
There we go, Sandy. You're coming in.
Okay, did she say? Okay, hear me. I think she said. If I go back through the notes, I think she said originally she's from Vietnam, but Michigan. Is she living in Michigan right now? But
No. Massachusetts.
where is she from?
Massachusetts.
Oh, I knew it was with an M. Okay, Massachusetts. But it sounded almost like when she was talking about being committed and knowing that you have to work hard to get to, where you want to be. You have to work hard, which is what we're all doing. Some of us more than others.
Yeah.
But it sounded like she was getting ready to say she knows what it's like to work. She almost sounded like she was going to say Vietnam. Like she's from Vietnam. Did you hear a Viet and then she got cut off?
I heard Massachusetts.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So there's 3 of us on here right now. Good. We can talk now, Stephen. We can talk now, Sandy. We are in good shape for tomorrow.
I think we are.
Oh,
We're going to have a really good discussion, I think.
I have just have to share something with you. Robert usually wakes up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, goes to bed about 8, 6. What time is it there then? 6, 7, 8. It's past his bedtime. He was dozing.
Oh my goodness.
When you guys were talking, he was snoring and dozing. I was like, wake up.
Dozing.
You were telling him a bedtime story. Like, no, it's not. Right, Cheryl? He was dozing off.
I know. Yes, he was.
When he does, you have to pinch him.
I was more in tune with
I'm going to trade him in for 220s. 226s.
You guys are all dreaming.
Stephen,
I'm already past that. I got the
sleep practically.
That's why I got the experience, the youth, the joy, the happiness.
Yes!
Almost. Thank you, Stephen Whiteley.
It's my pleasure!
Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
Oh, yes. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living.
I agree. I so agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're ready to go for tomorrow, right? We're going to implement the good tips that we got from Sandy earlier today. So when we start off, so you'll start off talking, you'll invite me in. And tell my story, and we'll engage lots with the folks on the chat. And when we invite them in, we'll put them on a 5-minute timer, and we'll let them know for reasons we already talked about.
A trial first. Make sure it's all gonna go.
Try.
Just
yes.
Let's yes, definitely.
The girls say we got to try it again.
Yes, we have to trial it and make sure there are no errors. That's annoying. And I know it happens in Blab all the time.
Well, it's daylight.
We'll do a noon Blab tomorrow.
Why can't you do it in the morning?
No. We'll do a noon. We'll
I got I'm
we'll
away all
do
morning.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a 12 o'clock? You can do it.
I can do it at 12.
Hey, noon blab is like
9 o'clock your time.
Yeah, you're not even awake yet.
Whatever. No, but I am awake at usually 9-ish, 10-ish. I get up late, I admit it. But I stay up late.
There you go.
Get your happy on.
So
What?
So 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Eastern Daylight Time will be 12 o'clock. We'll do a blab. And everything will work.
Yes.
Times. Wow, listen to you. Pretty soon it'll just be coming out.
That's right.
That will be
Blah, blah, blah.
We're working on it.
blah, blah, blah.
We're working on it. Right, Steven?
It's called blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Hey, do you guys know that joke?
Yes.
Not
Always.
yet. But
Yeah, there's some. We have an airline up here in Canada called WestJet. They're patterned after Southwest, and they joke around a lot there, right? And so a few of my friends fly for there, and one of them told me this joke is when they have a new flight attendant on board, they say to them, "Hey, we have a message on board for Mr. Robert Loblaw." So there's no Mr. Robert Loblaw on, right? So she gets on there. Would Mr. Robert Loblaw come to the front, please, and make himself known? And they get nothing. She goes, well, nothing. Oh, well, maybe he goes by Bob. Okay. Would Mr. Blah 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 come to make himself known, please? Would Mr. Blah 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 make himself known?
Mr. Blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Just be annoying as hell.
Oh, yeah, right. Everybody's busting a gut, right?
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so 12 Eastern Daylight tomorrow. We're going to
Yes.
talk.
Yep.
Okay, that's a deal.
Somebody's online. Someone just joined us.
Who's joining
Okay, all right.
us? So Imelda joined us a while ago. Hello, Imelda. Oh, and there's Dane. Hi, Dane.
Hey, Dane, what's
Welcome
up?
to our shop.
Get out of here. Got time for one more. Just impromptu call
We're
anyway.
just having too much fun.
Is he still
We're
with?
just, it's an
Is
impromptu.
he here?
Dane Miller. Come on, Dane Miller, we want to hear from you.
he's
Step on up.
Come and talk to us there, mate. We'd love to meet you.
He doesn't have nobody has any issues, by the
Yeah.
way. Everybody's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
I have a question for Dane.
Yeah, Dane is here. Dane, if you're here, come on out. Dane is in here.
Dane, I have a question for you. I see a message here that says, "Here to make dreams happen." How can you make my dreams happen?
Oh my God! Did we miss that one?
No, if you go to his profile, he's a leader, a reader, a consultant, manager, writer, here to make dreams happen. You can email him at miller.dane.
Very good.
On.
Yeah.
What I
Where are you from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not on. He's just not on. He's not on. He's gone. He left us. He left us a long time ago.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, so I think we should say goodnight then.
I just gave you his email
I think
address.
so too.
Do you see it, Robert? I
see it. We're gonna start emailing him and sweet talking him
I just
and
followed him.
having a. We're on. Well, thank you, Sandy Sanders, for today.
Yes.
And Steve and Al Whiteley, we are in the house and enjoying every moment of this.
Yeah.
Now,
We get,
Cheryl took it.
yeah.
We're making it happen.
You know what? Sandy, we can't see you, so bring all the people you want over so we make sure we don't have the camera on when you're around.
I'm not bringing anyone over until I see this get a little bit more refined. Practice.
I'm not sure it's going to get that way.
It's okay. It's happening, baby. It's happening.
Sure is, but
It's
It is happening. Yes, we're going to get there, but you are just, I have to say, like, a very high maintenance person. High quality. I need quality or I'm not agreeing to it. I love you for that.
We love you,
We
Sandy.
don't call that high maintenance. We call that high excellence.
okay.
Perfection.
Hey, you know what?
Perfection.
I'll tell
No,
you
I
what.
don't believe in perfection, but I do believe in excellence.
Thank you. And you know what? I have a lot to learn. Believe me, I've got a lot to perfect. But I come from some.
So do I.
I've been a part of the Ted McGrath team. I don't know if you know Ted McGrath, but I was his executive assistant and personal assistant. I think I told you that, Stephen. And
No, you-
Robert did some of those events, and I did his marketing and filling his rooms, putting speakers on stage and butts and seats and manned in his calendar and everything. So anyway, so I've been a part of, created lots of events, his and mine, and you know, so what I'm saying in all this is he was a slave driver. I mean, he was tough as nails. Man, if he messed up, he was hard on himself. He was hard on everybody, but he was hard on himself. And if he messed up, he'd throw something down. He'd either laugh or he'd go, stop, and he goes, we're starting over. And he would do it over and over and over until he got it right. So I'm not like that.
We're doing it over and over until we get it
I
right.
know, but what I'm saying is I learned my lesson just this last time. I'm not bringing people over until I see we've got this fine-tuned. It looks right. It feels right. I think one more thing I'd like to share is somehow it's got to be something's got to happen to where not everybody's talking all at once. You know, did you notice that when we were talking with Tom, we listened to Tom more, but with her, she spoke softer. She had a lot to say that was very interesting, but I think we needed to sit back and really listen to her until she was done talking, but she kept getting interrupted by people talking. Do you know what I mean? Because you guys were excited about it.
Ah, okay.
And she
That's a very good point.
What's that? I'm sorry, Stephen.
Is she saying nobody interrupted her?
No, we were talking over top of her.
Over the Asian lady.
I'm-
Over Hop.
Yeah.
I don't think so. We
Yeah, well,
I heard
she was a softie and she was well read, and
she spoke well.
she spoke. We just lost her here at the end. She'd still be on.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. The point is valid, whether we did it or whether we didn't do it. The point is valid. It's important that we listen to people out.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sandy. That's truly it. And she lost us again. She's gone. So I don't know why she goes and then all of a sudden we're here and we've been.
It's always me and you, buddy.
We are getting a good connection, and I'm so glad whatever it was today, it's good.
working. And this is good. Okay, but we should get on with other things.
Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow at noon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.